It's December of 2020, and we're approaching the official beginning of winter. It's already feeling like the season had arrived as we continue our Visit the Iowa Freedom Rocks tour. First stop, Rockwell City, home to the Calhoun County Freedom Rock. With the remnants of a winter storm still on the ground, we took in the view from the sidewalk in front. This rock is located on the public square in Rockwell City, right across the street from their library. The front features a large thank you veterans message with a soldier carrying a wounded comrade in arms to safety. In the background is the USS Iowa and a couple of P-47 fighter planes. Those aircraft were added as one of the locals flew the plane apparently on many missions during World War II. The P-47 was nicknamed the Jug, short for Juggernaut. It was among the heaviest single-engine aircrafts of the war, and over 15,000 of them were built between 1941 and 1945. It's said to be the preferred plane by the aces of the time. The side of the rock gives you a better view of the USS Iowa, the battleship that ended up carrying Franklin Delano Roosevelt across the Atlantic Ocean for a meeting of vital importance in 1943 with Prime Minister Winston Churchill and, of course, Joseph Stalin, the leader of the Soviet Union. Later, the vessel would be assigned to patrol the Pacific Ocean, shelling beachheads to protect Allied amphibious landings and also to shield aircraft carriers operating in the Marshall Islands. Now decommissioned, it serves as the site for the USS Iowa Museum in the Port of Los Angeles. On the back of the rock, an eagle clutches a ribbon that says, "The price of freedom will never be forgotten." The artwork above it depicts the heroes who perished from different eras. On the other side, there's a tribute to the POWs and MIAs, as the American flag is draped over the top of the rock. It's a staple in every work of art from Ray Bubba Sorensen. While some of the MIAs from the Vietnam War have had their remains returned to our country, there are still 25 Iowans unaccounted for of the over 1,500 total number of Americans on that list. The setting for the Calhoun County Freedom Rock is a testament to the citizens of Rockwell City and the entire county for their level of patriotism. Up next today, we head west about 20 miles where we find the Sac County Freedom Rock. It's located on Main Street right next to Memorial Park. As we expected on our visit, there were remainders of the snowstorm here as well. On the front of this rock, there's a message thanking veterans on top of a silhouette of soldiers and a medic treating a wounded soldier on the bottom left, with the bottom right featuring a tunnel rat. The tunnel rats were American, Australian, New Zealander, and South Vietnamese soldiers who performed underground search and destroy missions during the Vietnam War. They had to be small and thin and were volunteers, highly skilled at hand-to-hand combat. Their mission was to kill, capture, or entomb Viet Cong with explosives, a very dangerous profession. 36 of them were killed, around 200 were injured. The back of the rock depicts a Sac County soldier being rescued by two Navajo code talkers. When I researched the storyline, I couldn't learn any details about that particular incident. The Western Union notice, though, would indicate that family members back home had received word of his injuries in 1945. There's also a P-38 surveillance plane on the rock, which would tie in to the importance of the various means of communicating conditions on the ground to the troops in combat. In 1942, the Marine Corps began recruiting and training Navajo men to be code talkers. The first 29 created a phonic alphabet and used word substitution to develop an all but unbreakable code. The code talkers saved lives by signaling enemy movements, transmitting orders, and coordinating attacks under fire. Major Howard Cooper, a signal officer commanding code talkers, said, "Were it not for the Navajos, the Marines would never have taken Iwo Jima." This man is one of the survivors from that assault at Iwo Jima. On one side of the rock, another reminder of the POWs and MIAs who will never be forgotten. On the other side, there's a salute to all the women who serve our nation. Well over 1 million active duty and another 900,000 in the reserves and the Guard. We leave you with a perspective on the monument as we close out this edition of our Iowa Freedom Rocks tour.